Demetrius Raps, Florida says, can men and women be friends? If yes, and you have a guy friend, Myron Fresh, y'all know what to do. So, some question for ladies on the panel. Can men and women be friends platonically?
Yes.
I can be friends with a man.
Some cases, I think, yeah.
Okay, raise your hand if you believe that it can be friends just by itself.
Can I halfway raise it?
Yeah.
So all of
Can
you
I be
except
like this?
you.
Can I be like?
Okay, so do you guys have like guy friends at all or no?
Yeah, I do.
So let's say you call one of your guy friends and said, hey, listen, I'm a bit horny. Sorry, I'm drunk. Why didn't we never get together? I'm a bit horny. Where you at? What would you say?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, so you say yes?
Yeah.
That's
But
why
hold on. You just said it could be friends without anything involved.
halfway raised my hand.
Do you think bi people just can't have friends?
I think dudes
All
just
right.
fuck whatever.
If somebody, like, somebody might want to fuck you, and they might realize that they can't fuck you, so they just like settle as being friends, right? If bi people can have friends, then you can be friends with a dude.
But if
it's just
someone
tougher.
wants to fuck you, is that really a friend?
Yeah, but it's just tougher. It's like you need a lot more boundaries. It's more complicated. Lots of people cope about it and are like, no, we can definitely be friends, and they like definitely can't be friends. But I think it's plausible, of course.
So by your own admission, it can't be platonic.
I mean, it would be platonic in that like nothing sexual is happening.
No, but they want it to happen though. If you say
That's
yes,
fine.
they're gonna say yes.
That's fine. You're allowed to be sexually attracted to your friends. Like you're allowed to be like, damn, my friend's hot.
But to fuck them is different though.
I agree. So you probably shouldn't fuck your friends, otherwise it's not platonic anymore.
So who wants to call their friend and test this theory?
Well, I think we're all agreeing that all the dudes would say yes. I'm just saying, bi people, for example, might say yes to fucking like most people, but they can also have friends, right? If humans can put other humans on the moon, we can probably, some of us can navigate being friends without fucking
But
each other.
generally speaking, if they want to fuck you, they're not really a true friend. They're just waiting for a
Not
chance to smash
necessarily.
you.
I think like better of men.
Well,
right? Like,
what
I
do you
would wanna
consider a
fuck you and be
true
good
friend?
person.
That just depends.
Okay.
Remember, platonically, we exchange value and there's no sex involved.
I think that can be the case. It's harder if the two people are attracted to each other and they're both single. But if one person isn't attracted to the other and the other's too much of a pussy to admit they're attracted to you, I think you can fake what seems like a genuine friendship really well, and the party who isn't attracted may never know. Or in the case where it's people who are in relationships, they're able to have friends. It helps if both people are in different relationships so that couples can be friends with each other. And then in that way, you might be friends with them. But yes, it would be hard, and there's no reason really beyond school and beyond work for a man to approach a woman unless he's already attracted to her and probably has other desires. Like, you don't go up to a girl in Walmart and be like, hey, nice to meet you, I'm blah blah blah, if you just want to be her friend.
You're right. He's going to be hard. Okay,
Yeah.
let's call your friend and see what he says. Because she thinks that they can be platonic.
She thinks
We've been platonic. I don't know how to say the word, but since university we were roommates.
So you think that he...
Let's try it.
Yeah.
Never had sex. We made out once, drunk.
Well, that's not
Wait.
really
As
platonic.
friends.
Wait.
Just to say there was nothing.
No, that's
Wait.
just saying that you didn't want to be with him. You didn't consider him high enough value to actually commit to him. That doesn't mean that it was just friends. You thought he was hot enough to kiss, but not good enough of a guy to date.
No, we were like drunk in Thailand, and he was like with a girl. and I
Okay,
was
so
That means he was
your
smashed
drunk
then.
goggles have
Fresh.
low
They're
standards
already
then, I
kids,
guess,
so
if
why
you're
even
not
call him?
attracted.
Yeah. So that means he was smashed in.
Fresh. Ain't no point in calling, man. It's a waste of time.
I think all guys, all my guy
I don't
friends.
think he would smash now.
Fresh.
What's the
Okay,
answer
so
to
hold on,
bi?
Smashed this whole
hold on.
time.
Can bi
Hold on.
people just not have friends? I'm genuinely curious by this logic.
Well, that's a little bit different because they're bi. So it's kind of...
But wait, if people want to fuck them and they're willing to fuck both genders, can they just not have friends?
Yeah, but I mean, they're bi.
Can two bi women be friends, or just no? Absolutely not.
All my bi friends want to fuck me.
I think when they're asking this question, they typically they're framing it a heterosexual man and a heterosexual woman.
Yeah,
That's how
straight.
they're framing
Sure,
it.
but I'm
both
asking, but if we're going to be consistent with logic, then that would assume that if you want to fuck somebody, you can't be friends. So, like, can gay men not be friends with each other?
Yo, Fresh. She's texting.
Well,
Pay attention.
What?
She's on the phone texting.
We can put a pin on it. I can write it
Come
down.
on, man.
she got to put the phone up to the mic.
Yeah, put the mic.
When he answers. You're
But
gonna hear
she was
the-
texting somebody just now. She was texting somebody, bro.
Oh no, I was just telling him that I'm about to call him.
You see? Come on, man.
Why are you telling me about calling?
Because he might be at work. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
He's a nurse.
Nurse?
He's a male nurse.
Bro.
He didn't
I
answer.
think, can I offer my opinion? I think all guys secretly want to fuck you. So I have guy friends, but when I'm in a relationship, I have a very high boundary with them. Because I know all my guy friends would fuck me if they wanted to.
Right. That's what I was gonna say too. Like,
'Cause they're
I know
horny, they're
guys
men.
from high school that like they respect me enough to not push it there. But I'm sure like because they're like regular looking guys. No offense, guys. They're like regular looking dudes. So I'm sure if I would just randomly said they would one day they'd be like hell yeah. So I could see why that's like confusing.
Okay, so we all
a
agree
little
here.
Yeah.
Well,
I
not
agree with
totally,
it.
because we haven't
Friend
answered the
didn't
bi
answer?
question and we haven't answered the gay question.
My
we can
bi
leave
friends,
it, but-
my bi
Well, you
friends, a
guys
lot of them want to fuck me.
statistically insignificant.
Anyway,
okay.
get 'em
So
out.
logic
Yeah.
doesn't have to be consistent there.
Yeah, I mean, well, because they're not a part of the. They're
bi.
anomalies. They're anomalies. So we're talking
But
about
it's-
like heterosexual men,
Straight.
heterosexual women. Once you start getting into the whole gay thing, like
But if the logic is consistent, it would be consistent for extremities or for the same thing, right? That's the point of using extremities, is to see if the logic follows.
For
through.
me, it is consistent because I have friends that are bi that I know are trying to fuck me, but I'm not bi.
Could you be friends with them though?
Yeah, but I know they're trying to fuck me.
Okay, so
You
you
mean
can be
women
friends
or
with people
men?
who are trying to fuck you.
Women.
Oh, okay.
women.
You can
They
only
would
be
date
friends with
girls I
anybody
would,
who
but I
would
won't.
fuck you.
drunk doesn't mean they're also gay.
Yeah.
You know, when you get
I'm
drunk,
just trying
you
to figure
make
out
with
You
your
get the
girlfriend.
message.
with
where
some
the
friends.
where the logic line
Yeah,
ends,
we're
where
referring.
consistency
We're just
ends.
referring to because here's the thing: you're bringing up gays and lesbians, which they bend the reality of logic anyway. Like it's you know
Yeah,
what I mean.
but
So
if
a
you-
logically sound argument is going to not apply. It's not going to apply to them because they're gay and lesbian.
Can I ask you another question then? Why is it the case that if men want to fuck women, they can't be friends with them? Like what's
Because
driving
women,
that?
because women offer very little value to men,
Okay, so
realistically speaking.
okay, gotcha. So men wouldn't
Outside
want
of sexual access, women offer men very little value.
so men wouldn't want to be friends with the women unless they were fucking them.
No, because realistically speaking, I'll be honest, most women are a liability
Okay, so
to
if
us.
two bi women, if one of them wanted to fuck the other, is there an exchange of value or no? Is it gone now?
Well, I would say that they can at least bond with each other, unlike being women.
Okay.
So that's a benefit. Versus like with men, like we don't really. I mean, unless the guy's lying to you, most of the time, men and women don't have similar interests.
What about gay men, since they're like higher value, but each of them are like equal value?
Well, with men, we understand that for us to get access to anybody, whether it's other men or women, we have to provide some kind of value.
So for gay men, they can want to fuck each other and be friends. And bi women, they can fuck each other and want to be friends. It's just heterosexual people that can't be friends?
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, I mean, it's not that they can't be friends. It's that in most situations, it's very difficult.
I agree, sure.
So, like, you know, if you take 100 heterosexual friends, male and female, if the guy was able to have sex with a woman, he would do it.
Yeah.
She just doesn't allow him. Or there are social constraints where if they were to do it, it would be bad. Let's say they're both in relationships and they're all friends together. Well, if they were to hook up together, that'll fuck up the dynamic of the friendship group. So that keeps them at bay. But if there's nothing keeping them at bay and the guy could smash, he would do it. So that's what I'll say. But like the reason why men aren't friends with women or don't want to be friends with women in general is because women don't offer men much utility. to
Sure,
be
but
honest.
probably for like more like liberal men or soy men, they might find value in women. They could probably theoretically be friends with a woman that they don't want to fuck.
Potentially in theory.
Okay.
I mean, it's just, yeah, because they're going to be a bit more effeminate. Maybe the girl will understand it. But even then, like, they still will try to do something, like, at some point.
Eventually, I feel like they try to fuck.
Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, but why is fucking somebody immediately mean that now the friendship can't exist?
It can, but I mean, if you're fucking, you're not friends.
Well,
Can
the
you be
question-
friends with somebody that's
Remember,
richer
the
than
question
you?
was framed as platonic friends.
Yeah.
First.
Yeah, but if it's about like value conference, right? If it's like there's no way that a man can be friends with a woman heterosexually because the only thing he's going to want from her is sex, then we could like move this into other areas. Like for example, if one person's super loaded and one person's not, or one person's super clouded and one person's not, is there any way for those two people to ever be friends, or is it fundamentally like confused by the fact that there's an inherent imbalance?
Yeah, there's an inherent imbalance because men almost always end up giving the woman way more value in friendship situations.
So could a super famous
But women
person
don't
be
have to
friends?
offer that same value. If she's attractive, for example, that guy's just happy to be around her, right? He doesn't care. He'll take her out to dinner. He'll give her all this attention, whatever. She doesn't have to do anything. So that's the difference. Now, is it maybe the other way around where the woman gives value to the guy? For sure, but that's rare and far and few between.
Sure, like Cali guys, for example. There might be like super hot Cali guys that are often friends with girls that are like significantly less attractive. They definitely wouldn't fuck that girl, but they're friends a lot of the time. There's like the classic Hollywood story of all that. Then she gets a glow up, you know, and then he wants her
Potentially,
later.
but like, unless that girl's offering him some kind of value, he's not gonna.
Sure, but friendship might be the value in and of itself.
It's not enough. Like, especially if she's ugly. Like, nah, man. Like, she would have to have some kind of social access or some type of skill
Connections.
set that would help him.
Yeah.
But other than that, like,
There's no point.
yeah, like,
What percentage of men would you say would be capable of having a friendship with like an ugly woman just for friendship's sake?
not many.
I would
Like
say the
less than
exception
10?
to that would be like it's their best friend's little sister they grew up with, where they're not attracted to her, but she's kind of like an extended family member.
Wait. Ugly and offers them no value?
Well, she's a friend.
So literally nothing but friendship.
If that's what, yeah. Nothing but friendship.
Very few.
Like
Yeah.
less than 10%?
Like a high school friend, because like
Even then, probably not. I think it would have to be something beyond school, beyond work, like
Okay, I'd say that's crazy. I would say
Extended family
a lot more
vibe.
than
We're
10% of
arguing
men would be
pennies here
friends with
because
women.
I mean,
Well, I want you guys to put stats on it because I think that helps me.
You're not going to find a study.
Well, no, I'm not going to find a
No one's
study. I'm
honest
going to
about-
be able to ground the realities that we're
Yeah.
like
The
point is they're
operating.
hiding their true
you're simply
intentions.
not. Yeah, you're simply not going to be able to get
Yeah.
a study. That would never pass ethics. It'd be like, oh my, this is so fucked up.
I'm not asking for a study. I'm asking
Yeah.
for basing on the
But you're saying
probability. I
stats.
think
How are you going to get stats like that?
I'm not asking for stats. I'm saying if you're saying 10%
you
less
just
than
said you want
10%.
stats, nigga.
No, I said Kate. If I say a percentage, it doesn't mean it's stats, right?
So
right.
you want stats?
all right, man.
We can move on, but I'm just saying that's a pretty insanely low amount.
You talk a lot, man. God damn. Let's move on, man.
I said we could move on 10 minutes ago.
Oh, I didn't hear that part. God damn.